Drills Talk, episode 68. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons to embrace karma. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled Karmic Law, Law of Connection. Now, there are 12 karmic laws. We're going to focus on one, the law of connection. The law of connection tells us that all the opportunities, the people, the events in our lives, all connected and have something to do with what we want to do, what we want to accomplish. All of that is connected. Just imagine for 1 second, if one of your great-great-grandparents decided that they weren't going out the night that they met the other great-great-grandparent. Now we're not here. Let's go.
Created by the great wizard of the new world.
Yo, Drills Talk, episode 68. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 reasons to embrace karma. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever it is you have to do. Here, we're an entrepreneurship channel. We are giving out motivation, maybe a little mentorship, a little experience, a little peek behind the curtain. But every Monday here, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new vlog, Drills Talk. Every Friday, I release a new instrumental produced by yours truly. It's a great channel to follow. Thanks for checking me out. Be sure to check me out in the future. Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is the law of connection. Now, I've touched on the law of connection. I stated that it's the opportunities, it's the events, it's the people in your life that kind of helps you get to where you want to get to. If you think about just where you are now and the people and the events and the opportunities that helped you get to exactly where you are now, that is karmic law. That is the law of connection. That means that everything that you went to, any opportunity, maybe a job interview, or maybe, you went out to go climb a mountain that you never do that. But you climbed it and you met 2 people, and those 2 people you started a business with. If you didn't try that one thing that you never do, you never meet those people, you don't start that business. That's karma. I know that we think about it as you do something good and then it comes back to you, or you do something bad and then that comes back to you. But it's a little more to karma than that. There's actual, again, like I said before, there's 12 laws, but we're just discussing one. And that's the law of connection. The law of connection is telling you that everything is connected out there. Everything is part of your journey, even though you feel that it may not be. You going to work and you're in your little hub, right? And maybe you clip somebody, or maybe somebody hits you from behind. You guys are not in each other's circle. Like, what does that have to do with each other? But you know what? Now, since everything is connected, now what's going to happen with that? We don't know. A lot of things can happen. Now, the butterfly effect is one small thing, one small change, maybe having a, fender bender in the morning. It's causing you to now meet this person you hit, or the person that hit you. It's causing you to now maybe get and call lawyers. You're taking time off from work. You're going somewhere else. Maybe you run into a different person. Maybe you run into a different opportunity. Maybe you see an event going on that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make, but now you can because you're already out of work. You're healing. Oh, well, I'm not going into work. Let me just see what's going on over here. And that changes your entire life. Or you meet your spouse. Or you meet a future business partner. Could be the person who hit you. Who knows? But the fact that you threw a wrench, you threw a curveball, well, you didn't do it on purpose, but it happens anyway. If there was a curveball thrown in your life, we shook up the thing and, shook up the snow globe. And now what's going to happen? Well, let's find out. Because if nothing happened, you go on your same road to work and it seems as if nothing's happening. But when we put a little chaos in there, maybe a little, surprise event, now all this new stuff can happen. All these new possibilities that are connected occur. It's the beauty of the law of connection. It's something that's extremely interesting to me. When I first found out about it, I'm sharing it because I want other people to realize just how connected everything in their life is. Number 2, every action and inaction matters. Every one of them. I gave the scenario of maybe your grandparents not meeting because someone just didn't feel like going. How many times have you just not felt like doing something and just, I'm not going. I don't want to go to that party. I don't want to go to that get together. Nah, I was going to go to the mall, but I'm not going to go. I was going to go and check out that new exhibit at the museum. Nah, I'll just sit here. But see, like that small change, like what did that change in your future? Who did you not meet? What did you not see? What muse that you probably was supposed to see that day did you not get? And now what can't you create because you didn't get that? You don't think about it that way. And I'm not going to say that I do all the time either, but if you just even 50% of the time, just ask yourself, by not doing this, how many possibilities am I just shunning away and taking away from what can be by sitting on my tail and doing nothing? And how much can I create just by going? Just by trying something, doing something new, doing something I wouldn't normally do. I'm not saying put your life at risk. I'm just saying, maybe go to that exhibit at the museum. You probably haven't been to the museum since you were a child, going, on a trip. How about going, seeing what's going on over there? Maybe the new people there, schmooze with a different group of people. What is that introducing you to? What opportunities is that allowing? What events can you go to now that you didn't know exist before, you just tried something new? That's life. That's karma. Allow the possibilities. They all help. And it's just more options. And you don't know what you're doing for somebody 3 and 4 and 5 generations down the line just because you decided to up and go somewhere one day out of your life. It's fascinating. Number 3 is it makes you believe in something bigger than yourself. If you're kind of self-absorbed and everything's about you, everything's, what can I do for me? Or I don't feel like doing this, or I this and I that, and everything's I. Now you know that you can be that connection for somebody. You already have your connections, but you went to the store and you walked around and you never walk around. Let's just say me. I go in the store, I get what I want, I'm out. I'm not moseying around. I'm not walking through aisles. I don't care what they have. I'm going to get what I wanted to get and I'm out of there. But let's just say you walked around that day and you met someone and you really didn't need anything from them. They happen to be into what you were into, right? Maybe you do music, or maybe you're an actor, or maybe you are a consultant and they're looking to switch jobs, or whatever it is. They just happen to have something in common with you. But you connect them to somebody, and that connection was what they were waiting for. That was the void in their life. And you were the conduit between that happening. Now, you may or may not have any, big benefit of making that connection, but that connection in part was because of you. Now, you didn't benefit off of it. Maybe you're not a millionaire because, they met, but that launched their life. That connection pushed them up. And you should be excited that, some happenstance can happen for me. I can be looking for somebody. I can have a void and, run into somebody when I'm doing something trivial, something every day, something normal. I was just going to get some milk. I was wondering why it was such commotion 3 aisles down. And I went to that aisle and I ran into such and such. And then that's when everything, took off for me. It can happen that way. Live life. Allow life to occur. Number 4 is it gives purpose to those who lack it. So yeah, I touched on the people who are a little self-centered, but what about the people who feel that they're not important? What about the people who feel that, I'm one person out of 8 billion on this earth? Like really, like how important am I? Well, I told you about your great-great-grandparents. You're just as important as that. You choosing, I don't want to have kids means that whole tree is not going to occur. You choosing that I do want kids or I want multiple kids is allowing an amazing tree underneath you to occur. You're very important. You may not see it, but you are, and everyone is, because everything is connected. You can't have 10 important people over here and then this one guy over here or one lady over here is not important, because they're all connected. And you have to embrace that. You have to understand that everybody has their part in this world, and not just us humans. Every animal, everything is working together. This world is here in working together, living, breathing organism together, all one. And I know it takes a while to kind of embrace that, because that's not how we live on a day-to-day. But if you have a backyard or you have a nice front yard and you just can sit and look around, look at the sky, look at the clouds, look at the birds. You know, if you're in somewhere that's kind of, rural, you may see some, a deer run by. You may see a rabbit bouncing around. It's so much going on around you, and you're part of it. You're not an extra. You're not whatever. If they're here, they're not here, is all good. No, you're an integral part of this world. You have purpose, and karma says so. So look into it. 12 karmic laws. We've touched on the law of connection. Drills Talk, episode 68, to the top 4 reasons to embrace karma. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.